Alright, hi people, it's Chase here, and I'm here to do an unboxing and review for you guys today of the SH Figuarts Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger Gokai Red re-release. I forget what the name of this one exactly is, what they subtitled it as. It'll be in the title of the video, so there's no confusion. And you may remember that roughly 10 years ago, I think, maybe a little bit less, somewhere between 9 and 10 years ago, I did an unboxing and review for the original release that I got on eBay. Also got this one on eBay, which is why it's a little bit late. Missed the pre-orders on places like Toku Collectibles, so ordered this directly from somebody who had it in Japan. So yeah, it actually got here several days before it was originally supposed to be. So yeah, so basically I'm just gonna see how it is and then compare it to the original Gokai Red Figuart. So yeah. So here we go with the box, which is actually pretty nice. This is a Bandai, or a premium Bandai exclusive, I believe. Don't know if they're going to do the rest of the Gokaiger team. I kind of hope so. It's also, I think, what, the third or fourth SH Figuart Sentai relaunch thing that they've been doing. So yeah, after Kaizer, Don Momotaro, and two Kaiser. And I think they also did the black version of Kaizer, so this is the fifth, actually. So yeah, and he was the first to be, or one of the first to be shown off, I think, with Kaizer, when they announced Sentai Figuarts were coming back. So yeah, but yeah, and it's interesting that they did do a release of Gokai Red when all the memorial stuff has been coming out for the last couple years for Gokaiger, so yeah. But I like the shot. You got a nice picture of the Figuart right on the front. The Bandai Namco logo right there. I'm assuming this is Gokai Red right there, but I'm not sure. Some Machinations quality sticker. Machinations and Bandai and everything. So yeah. This is Bandai Spirits, so yeah. Side here says Gokai Red, top says SH Figuarts, other side is Gokai Red, and the bottom SH Figuarts. And then in the back you have pictures of the figure, one with him in his arms crossed pose from the show. The SH Figuarts logo, approval by Toei, and then pictures of him again holding his sword and Gokai saber and gun. Then popping up the cylinders on them, and then a recreation of the final wave that Gokai Red does in the show. And the rest is mostly Japanese, so I can't read it. So yeah, and this pretty much opens like a shoebox. And I don't really necessarily mind it. So you have that, which I don't know what the hell it says. So yeah. And you got this insert right here that is the what you get in it, and some instructions on how to use the tiny ranger key that's in this. So yeah, and then all the hands he comes with. And yeah. So that's actually pretty nice. And you got the figure right here. Then under him is all of the accessories, which are nice. Then all three of the different keys. Or I guess technically it's two, but then they have a third one that's slightly smaller. Which I am assuming is for in the Gokai saber and gun. So, yeah. Come on. So yeah. let's take a look at the accessories first. This was basically unopened and, like, taped shut still. And I got it, so, yeah. So we got all of these nice accessories, and they have a nice sheen to them, because they're very new. A couple of, I don't know, not gripping hands, not exactly splayed open either. I think this is, these are opposing hands for the, Gokai cellular. I think these are for the key. No, those are for the, gun and saber. Okay, I think this is the one for the key. Okay, just got a bunch of holding hands. And then just cupping hands, I guess. And then that hand, I'm not sure. But yeah, then we have the new version of the Gokai saber, which is pretty nice. The gold kind of makes the silver look gold, almost as if they might have put a little bit of gold on the saber. Did not mean to do that. Alright. Then the Gokai gun, which, yeah, basically what I'm assuming is that they took the original molds that they had for these and just made them a bit better. But yeah. And then we have the different Ranger keys. Got a very, very small version of the Ranger key with its legs folded up. Then Ranger key, legs folded up at first, and then tiny Ranger key in its Ranger form. The Mobirat, if you want to pose them with that. And then the open Mobirat, again, if you want to pose them with that. So, yeah. Let me do a quick comparison with the Gokai saber and gun from the original. So it looks like the original is a little bit bigger, but it might be... No, it is just a little bit bigger in regards to the blade bit, at the very least. And yeah, they adjusted some things on the one for the new one, but I'm assuming that might make it more accurate. I don't know. That's really interesting. Oh, yeah, and I did have the ones for those in there. So yeah. And then the Gokai gun, which, yeah, basically to me just looks mostly the same, just with some updates to like the texturing and everything. So yeah. So then, I'm just gonna put that in there. So then we get to the new version of Gokai Red, which, to get his body proportions, they scanned the suit actor, I believe. I'm assuming in suit for him to make this. So actually I really like. Let's take off. So yeah, just let me take off these plastic bits around not only his neck and torso, but shoulders. For the arms, they really wanted it to be preserved until you got it. Okay. Huh. Yeah, it's just a lot more than regular Figuarts get. That's how you know it's, like, premium. So, yeah, new Gokai Red. Bit of a new shouldering system. Okay. So, just gonna compare this guy with the original. This is from 2013, I believe. So yeah. So, comparing them, the helmet's definitely bigger. It's a little odd, but yeah. They definitely gave him a slightly bigger build, it looks like, in regards to the chest and everything. Legs are a bit different as well. They updated the collar around his head and neck. Got a bit of dust on the old one because he's just been sitting on a shelf posing with the rest of the team. Most of the details are basically the same, just a bit upgraded. You can see the pirate symbol is, well, first it's embossed on his shirt right here, but then it's in an actual silver rather than being a white, what I'm assuming was a stamp. The buckle I'm looking at right now, bit bigger, bit more detail and everything. Roughly the same, just a different kind of scale. Gold's a different shade of gold as well. It might be more closer to the actual suit. Not sure. Wouldn't surprise me. The boots are roughly the same. It's just that they painted the white on the new version. It might also be because this has been posing, but the red on this is a bit faded. I don't know if that's showing up on camera too well. Well, it is when you look at the new one. This is definitely a darker shade of red. The helmets are roughly the same shade of red. Yeah, and they did tweak the design. This is more close to the actual helmet, like, prop and costume bit that they have for the show. I never noticed that this was a bit, this one doesn't have it as accurate when it comes to that. And the pirate symbol on the helmet's a bit different. But yeah. Oh, and those are actually pressed on versus just being an embossing right there. I didn't even know that. So yeah, and the gold is, it has a bit of a sparkle on the original, but you can definitely see it better on the new one. It's definitely more like straight up gold on this versus this, which is just more of a yellowy gold. But yeah. And there's no copyright thing or made in China or whatever on his back on the new one, which is nice. So yeah. Oh, and the things on his cuffs are painted black. Lines. So yeah, this is definitely a good upgrade if you're looking to upgrade from this one, or if you're looking to get a good version of the Gokai Red SH Figuart. This one I could recommend. This one's still not bad for what it is and the time it was made in. So if you'd rather get the older Gokai Red, especially as like prices may come down for it and everything, I can still recommend this for the most part. But if you have a choice between the two, I recommend this one if like you can find it for a decent price. If you get it new, or even used but not too badly used. And yeah, so just on the details and the sculpt alone, I can very much recommend this over the original, but the original's still not bad in my opinion. So yeah. It's just different. It's just upgraded, bit of different proportions here and there, but yeah, because they scanned the suit actor. And then also just to point this out, like I was saying, the shoulders on the original, I think are more closer to the original, to the suit, to the costume, where they have the little shoulder pads over them. The new one to have more shoulder articulation has the ship molded and then painted on. So that's that's whatever. Your mileage may vary and whatever for that. But yeah, and this definitely, yeah, so more movability and posability and everything. So, yeah. So, in regards to articulation, let's take a look. So, yeah, 360 on the head. You can move it all around and everything. This is a nice, like, thin plastic. Yeah, it's actually thinner the collar is a thinner plastic on the new one versus the original. But yeah. So yeah. Arms can move up like that. Yeah. I don't know why they designed it that way, but okay. Move it basically all around in a bunch of different directions. That's not good. There we go. Popped it back on. Don't like that, but that can easily come off if you're not too careful. But you can pop it back on, so that's also, I don't know, that's like, what is the word? Neutral. I'm neutral on it. You can move this in a 360 like other Figuarts. Elbows are on a double ball joint, which is nice. Hands, 360 like that. You can move them a bit around like that. Torso, get a good range of movement due to how the Figuarts are designed. Legs, moving an almost 90-degree angle right there. 360 like that. Knees are on a double ball joint. Legs, you can move back and forth and a bit around. And then there's the toe joints. Okay, I thought that wasn't going to move, but stiff until I moved it. So, it seems like for the new Sentai Figuarts, or at the very least for Gokai Red here, they took a bit of inspiration from the Lightning Collection a bit. Here's just one I have offhand for SPD Red. In regards to some things, I would say, like the shoulders, definitely, I think, take a bit of an inspiration from it. And everything. Granted, these take inspiration from the SH Figuarts as well, I think, so, yeah. But, yeah, so, again, to compare to the original Gokai Red, he looks a little, like, a touch shorter. He has a skinnier build and everything. The new Gokai Red definitely has a more human build. Like I said, they apparently, and I think this came officially from Bandai themselves, they scanned in the suit actor for Gokai Red. I'm assuming from 10 Gokaiger, so it's, or maybe the suit actor that they had for Gokaiger is still around working at Toei. But they definitely did a good job in regards to a new version of the figure. I can recommend it to anyone who wants to get it. Just make sure you get it for a decent price, if you can track it down. Hopefully they will do a second run of these as well at some point. But yeah, it's premium Bandai exclusive, so expect premium prices, but premium details as well. So yeah. So I guess there's not really much else to say. I can recommend the original still if you'd rather that one. But you can't really go too wrong, I think. Unlike Josh from Toku Topics as well, my Gokai Red doesn't have the wobbly legs for the hip joints. My Gokai Blue does. I've gotten 2 Gokai Blues in the last, 8 years, I think, and both have had wobbly, loose hips for the legs, and I don't know why. But yeah, hopefully they'll do more of the redo Gokai or Gokaiger Figuarts as they go. I'd love to get ones for the other 5 Gokaigers because you know, I really do like Gokaiger as a series, so I'd like to have good figures of them, and we might not get Lightning Collection versions for a while of them based on Super Megaforce footage and everything, so yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I can easily recommend these if you want them, so yeah. So, not much else to say, so links in the description, all my shit, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.